How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope that you guys are all having a spectacular day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, doing me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button. That way you guys don't miss out on future videos and streams here on the channel. And as always, we're going to be talking positives and negatives, talking about a brand new movie here in 2023, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. First of all, I want to say that if you guys do go and see this movie, make sure you guys stay for the mid-credit scene. It is really funny, and it really just adds to the fun family entertainment gag that is this movie. And that is what this movie is. It's fun, it's funny, and it's family entertainment. It's good for ages 12 and up. The best part of the entire movie is the graveyard scene. This film has great characters. The entire cast does a phenomenal job. Chris Pine just is charismatic and charming as ever, and so is everybody else in the film. And I think the best part of this entire movie, not just from a singular scene, but the best part of this movie is there's no social justice thing, there's no social messaging about race, gender, wokeness, the message, etc. It is just pure PG-13 action, drama, and jokes. And it mixes all that stuff, for the most part, pretty well. The finale is predictable. I think that is one of the biggest problems is that the finale is predictable, and there are some pacing issues towards the end. Like after about an hour and 40 minutes or so, the film kind of starts dragging, and it's like, okay, we need to wrap this up, and there's a little too much fluff. I feel like there's an extra 10-15 minutes that could have shaved off and made the film a little more condensed and proper in that way. But for the most part, I think they did a great job. As far as the CGI goes, I think it's decent enough. It's serviceable. It's nothing groundbreaking. It is not Lord of the Rings. Okay, I've heard people say Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is going to be the next, Lord of the Rings epic. No. This film does not come anywhere close to the Lord of the Rings movies done by Peter Jackson. There are some moments, there are some beautiful, gorgeous landscape shots, and some really cool, dragons from, like Hobbit and whatnot. So I can understand the comparison in that way, but this movie does not have the same plot, the same characters, the same standards, the same emphasis on a certain MacGuffin, if you want to call it that. There is one in here, but it's not as overly relied on as far as the One Ring. So anyone that thinks this is going to be somehow the next Lord of the Rings is just hilarious. In this film, because of that, it's great for people like me that have never played Dungeons and Dragons in their lifetime. So if you haven't played the games, or if you have, you're still going to be enjoying this film. You're still going to be able to enjoy this movie because it's just a fun fantasy epic movie from start to finish. I love the heartfelt moments, and I think another great thing is that the theater that I went to a really early screening of this movie on a Saturday morning, and it was packed. Now I know this review is going to come out a while after the movie's been out, but when I came out, when I went to go see it, the theater was packed. Children, middle-aged people, older people, and it was just packed. And we all, as an entire audience, were laughing and clapping and just giggling and having a great time, rooting for the characters to, do their thing. We were excited for the heroes to win and triumph over the bad guys. And not many movies can do that anymore. Not many movies can make you go, yeah, woohoo! I think the last time I was at a movie theater where that was that much excitement was definitely Avengers Endgame. And then prior to that was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. It's just great to see another movie that brings that much level of enthusiasm and excitement and hype. And I think that with a budget of just $150 million, and I think this movie can definitely make its money back plus more, I think this movie could kick off a franchise. And I would be excited about that. Seeing more of this universe explored in greater detail would be great. Like, they lay the foundation well enough for more films to be done. Now, I know there was a Dungeons and Dragons movie that came out 10, 20 years ago. Never seen it. Don't care to. Unless you guys really ask me to do so in the comment section down below. But I really enjoyed this movie. And if you guys are hesitant to go and see it because of the marketing around it and the interviews and the things that the actors and actresses have said, put into perspective, that's their own personal views and stands on certain things. That does not represent this movie. This movie is completely different than what any of the actors and actresses may say or do. And so if you're not going to see this movie because you disagree with whatever an actor or an actress says that is starring in this film says, I can understand that, but at the same time, it doesn't affect this movie. In this movie, none of that matters. None of that stuff matters. I highly encourage you guys, go check out this movie. You will not be disappointed. Like I said, the only two things that I think kind of hurt this movie is that towards the end, there's some pacing issues, and the finale is kind of predictable. You can see how it's going to play out coming a mile away, as long as you're paying attention. And it's really hard to get disengaged from this movie. It's not a movie that put me to sleep. It has a decent enough runtime, and I'm excited to watch this again with friends and family and get it on Blu-ray. So with that, I'm going to give Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves from 2023 a 9 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys on the next video or stream. Bye, guys.